Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the run, it's Pope. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Fullback's got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Pope. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to sneak it. On 1st down from the 13-yard line.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, NC State 7, Stanford 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. Got him downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie. The ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Offense set on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The short hands. It's Pena. Touchdown, Wolfpack! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off of it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. To the air, it's DeMarco. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's right on target.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Got his man down the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pope. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
2nd down coming up.
Razor. 42 spike.
Give to the back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hunter. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 55 yards for the score, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the single back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Running to the left. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
NC State 21.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half.
Number 14, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Snags it over the middle. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Gain of 5. Good enough for a first down.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Looking for a man. It's DeMarco. He's got the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It sucks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
Touchdown, Stanford.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
At the 29. Brings up third down.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Gonna run it. It's Pope. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, NC State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score NC State 35, Stanford 14.
The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
To advance on the football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Defense in press coverage. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. Pocket starts to collapse. Another incompletion on third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They're going to throw it again. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Another incompletion on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, going to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. NC State going up tempo. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
NC State 35, Stanford 14.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's DeMarco. Throws to the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had